Hello, hello friends. Welcome back to my kitchen. It is Wednesday and it's Whatcha Cooking Wednesday. So thank you so much for joining us. I so appreciate you coming in and checking in with me. As you pop in, say hello in the comments. Let me know you're watching. If you're watching the replay, comment #replay. All right. So for this week, in my VIP group, my foodie group on Pampered Chef, my foodie group on Facebook, Sharice's Pampered Kitchen, we are talking all about summer salads this week. So I thought I would make for you one of my absolute favorite for summer salads. We have two that we have like alternate every week. One is the salad I'm making tonight. This is our chicken berry salad. And the second salad is our chopped salad. It is so good. It's got the lettuce, tomatoes, a little bit of ditalini pasta, romaine lettuce. It is just one of our favorite salads. So, but we're gonna make for you the berry salad tonight. And I wanna show you these two new bowls. Before I hit cooking here, we have some new products that just came out May 1st for summer only, and they are while supplies last. So one of them is our serving bowls. These are our outdoor serving bowls. These match our dinnerware set that we just came out with also, and I'll show you that in a minute. There's two sizes. This is the small and the large. They come together as a set. They're made out of melamine. So they are dishwasher safe, but not microwave safe, okay? So just note that. But they're really kind of heavy duty. These would be great taking anywhere with you. Whether you're putting hot or cold items in there, doesn't matter. You just can't put it in the microwave, all right? So they're meant to be different colored. So you might see that some are lighter and some are darker. So this is the bowl to the set. Can you see the difference in the color? There's kind of this cream color and this kind of beigey color. So they're meant to be that way. And they all got this pretty speckled interior. All right, so don't get weird like if your set comes and it's not all matchy. It's not meant to be, okay? So this is a 3-piece set. You get, in the dinner set, you get a serving for 4. So you get 4 bowls, 4 little plates, and 4 dinner plates. Loving these. They're just so great because you don't really worry. They're not chipping. They're not doing anything so nice, all right? So those are a couple new things I just wanted to point out before we get started. I'm going to be using the large salad bowl or serving bowl for my salad. All right. So I've already got in here some spring mix as well as extra spinach because I like the extra spinach with the salad. So I'm just using spring mix salad. They're kind of small, but I do want to make them more kind of bite size. So I'm going to use our salad choppers. You guys have seen me use these before. I use them a lot for meat, not as much for salad, but I like them because they have this dual knife cutting, and the bottom part is kind of like a spoon, so it's easy to get down in here, move the food around, and chop it up. All right, so I'm just going to go in here and give it a little bit of a chop. I'm going to go around the top first, and then I'll just toss it up because I want to get some of those bottom ones at the top. Just make sure we don't have anything that's too big. So easy. You can even use it like this, okay? If you want to go back and forth like this, just straight down on it. All right, I'm going to toss it around. I'm using my hands. They're washed. All right, there we go. That looks a little bit better. Nice small pieces. There we go. I'm sure I got them all spinach pieces. Be a little bit big. All right, so this is what a must-have. Lifetime guarantee on this. These blades stay sharp forever. I think I've been using this set for, 10 years at least. So must have in your kitchen. All right. All right. There's our salad choppers. The salad, this part of it's ready. What I'm going to do is get my berries ready. So I want to show you real quick this. So this is our store and save system. So it comes with 3 of these containers. All right, I prep all my fruit, get it ready for the week. Sometimes I put in here, these have a little divider you can put in, so I'll get one ready for celery and peppers, because we like those cut up, ready to go, just grab as a snack. But a lot of times it's mostly my fruit. So I've got watermelon here, and you can't really see, I should have pulled it out. But there is if I move that, there is a little blue tray in the bottom, and that keeps the watermelon from sitting in its juices. Because you know, those pieces that sit in the bottom, they get all nasty and yucky. They're the first to go. So this way it stays fresh all week. I've got some blueberries in this one, and some strawberries in here. Now you could also use this as kind of like maybe a salad bar or a taco bar, because you can use those little dividers, like I said, put cheese and lettuce and tomato, you know, cilantro, all the things that you like on your taco, and put it in here. There's also, like for our cool and serves, you know, those little white pucks that go in here. We have 2 pucks that fit in the bottom of here to keep it cold outside of the refrigerator for 4 to 6 hours. Now this doesn't take up any more room in your refrigerator than a 12-pack of soda, okay? A case of soda. So this will go back in the refrigerator. But while I get that ready, I just wanted to show you, I've got the berries here. So we've got some blueberries. Those, I don't have to do anything to them. They're already washed, ready to go. Super easy. So I'm just going to plop those in there. All right, maybe a few more. Use these up. There we go. A few left for my oatmeal in the morning. All right, then I've got strawberries. So I'm going to take these. These are already, they've got the hull off of them. I take them, then take the hull off and get that ready. So that these, again, are just ready to grab and eat, okay? For a snack, for your breakfast, whatever you're doing, all right? Let's see, how many do I want? Let's see. I don't know, maybe 6, 7, we'll see. All right, now we're taking this. Who has the cup slicer? Comment cup slicer if you've already got the cup slicer in your kitchen. This is our viral product from a couple of years ago, and it is still one of my most popular products. So it's got these little serrated edges at the bottom. I took the cap part off, and now all I'm gonna do, put that there, is just press this down over each of the strawberries. Oop, that one came right out. Then put it back in the base, and it pops it out. So now I can just, I'm gonna separate these. They came out in a clump. But look at those beautiful slices, okay? All ready to go and eat. Now, if I was, you know, you prep this up ahead of time, a couple days, and slice these up ahead of time easily, and put it right here in the store and save. All right, we got some strawberries on there. There we go. Aren't those pretty? There we go. And now, if you're doing vegetarian, go for the salad the way it is. Don't bother putting chicken on it. But our family, we need some protein, okay? So we're gonna talk some protein here in a minute. I've got some chicken over here. This is in my leak-proof container. So the other day I had gotten chicken breasts, and I used our cut and close to slice them in half because they were huge, really thick chicken breasts. I sliced them in half so they're more like a thick cutlet. Then I seasoned them with our rotisserie seasoning. So good. It doesn't have to be just a roasted chicken. You can put it right on this chicken here. And then my son grilled it up for me. So I have chicken ready to go. And we like this. I like to do this like each week with chicken because, again, we have it ready for salads, whether it's for dinner or for lunches. During the summer, we'll have this thing full, or maybe a bigger one even, with chicken breast for the week, ready to go. They grill it up usually. My husband or my son grill it up in the morning when it's cooler in the summertime. So it's ready for us whenever we want to use it. All right. So I'm going to talk here real quick. These are our new foundation knife set. Excuse me. Foundation knife set. This is a 4-piece set. It has the chef knife, a bread knife, the utility knife, and the paring knife. The 4 most popular knives. super sharp. And the thing about these, I'm going to use the chef's knife for my chicken, but it's a full piece of metal from tip to tip, okay? German steel, best on the market, I tell you. So super sharp. And the thing I love about this is that, I'm gonna hold this very carefully. Don't do this. Take the knives out if you're gonna do this. But look, it folds up. So if you don't want the knife block on your counter all the time, you can put it in your drawer of, and get it out of the way. So makes that super easy. Must have. It's been one of my hosts' favorites lately. So, because they're getting it for half price or 60% off. So take this, when you're using your chef's knife, your fingers want to be here so that it becomes almost part of your hand, your arm. It's like an extension off your arm. You see that? So it tucks right up under there. That's how you should be holding your knife. And I'm just going to take this chicken and slice it up. See how easily this is going through this chicken? I mean, super sharp, just the best I've seen in a long time. All right, there's one. Let's go for a couple more. And I'm just kind of rocking it back and forth, leaving the front tip mostly on the cutting board. I'm not really lifting it up very high, just lifting my arm from the elbow up. All right, let's find another big one here. There we go. My son will probably put an extra piece of chicken in his, but that's for him to decide later. All right, there we go. All right, let's drop our chicken in there. Look at that, beautiful sliced up chicken. I mean, you can buy prepared chicken already done, the Purdue done for you, but seriously, this is cheaper and so much easier. And you know what's in it? There's no extra additives, no preservatives, none of that, all right? All right, put that chicken off the side. What do I have left? I've got, here we go, toasted walnuts. All right, so this is our non-stick signature 8-inch fry pan. Now, I love our signature one. It's non-stick. I mean, you can't beat it. But these removable handles, honestly, my favorite feature, because I have all of the pans. They stack up inside of each other, and then without the handle, they can fit right in my cabinets. I'm not worried about trying to move this around. I keep like 2 of these because I never usually have more than 2 pans or pots on my stove at a time. And I just keep 2 of these in my drawer, and they're interchangeable. They go through all of them. They just have a little button here. You push that in, and then you pull this back and kind of go in at an angle, bring it down, release it, and it's stuck right on there. So I took some walnuts, heated up my pan, put my walnuts in here, and then you just want to make sure that you keep tossing them, go around, leave them for like a minute, come back, give them a toss, and as soon as you start smelling them, that's time to turn the heat off, toss them again, leave them on the pan, another couple minutes, come back to it, toss it again, because you don't want them to burn. But toasting them really brings out the oil and gives you the crunch, okay? So we're using nuts in this. You can use pecans or walnuts in this recipe. I've used it both times, both ways. And it really just gives it this extra crunch. You don't need the croutons for it. So that's where we get our crunch from. Because you gotta have a little crunch. In my opinion, all salads need a little crunch, okay? That's my thought. Sometimes people put the seed, sunflower seeds, things like that. That's what we're doing here. So now you need your creamy item. So we're gonna do some blue cheese. You could do feta, you could do goat cheese. Any of those work really well. I've used them all, but our favorite is blue cheese. So I just buy the package of crumbles, and yeah, I'm using the whole thing, okay? There we go. All right, whole thing on there. Now, I'm not gonna put the dressing on yet. Now we have a recipe for a blueberry vinaigrette that I can share with you guys if you want. If you want that recipe, comment blueberry. I will get you that recipe. Super easy to mix up. But we had some raspberry walnut vinaigrette in the refrigerator because it's one of our favorites from Ken's. So we'll be using this on our salad tonight. All right, everything is on here. I'm gonna give it a toss. So these, you might not think to use these. These are, I'm gonna move this out of my way so I can move this over. There we go. All right, So these are pasta tongs, but I absolutely love them for salads. I use them all the time for pasta, but salads a lot because I can do it in one hand instead of having the two mix around. Sometimes I need to hold the bowl, things like that. If you haven't purchased these before and these are something you might use, grab them now. They're in our outlet. They're being discontinued. So grab them on sale in our outlet right now. Pasta tongs for pasta or salad. All right, there you go. All right, we're just gonna give this a nice toss. Now you could make this individually on salad plates, or you could do this like have in one big bowl here. Serve it family style. There goes the chicken, making a mess already. All right, get this all tossed around. And you could, like I said, I'm gonna let each person put their salad dressing on. So I'm not putting the salad dressing on, no. If you were serving this at like a dinner party, you might want to toss it with a little bit of dressing and maybe serve the rest of it on the side, all right? So we've got some spring mix and spinach in here, spinach greens, baby spinach. So I sliced up strawberries, blueberries, grilled chicken sliced up, blue cheese, and walnuts. And that is our salad dinner for tonight. It is a dinner salad. It is very hearty with the chicken and the nuts and everything. And like I said, this is one of our salads in the summertime. We don't want to turn our oven on. We don't want to cook. We're too tired. We're too hot, right? So have the ingredients for these salads in your pocket. If you want more recipes for summer salads, make sure that you check out Sharice's Pampered Kitchen foodie group here on Facebook. And you can I'll make sure to drop a link below if you're not already a member. But we're sharing lots of recipes and tips for salads in there, all right? So what do you think? Would you try this salad? Let me know. There's actually no recipe. It's kind of something that we created. I think I saw a recipe like it. But this is how we make a salad. You can also add raspberries or blackberries, any kind of berries that you like. Use what you like. And I said you can use walnuts or pecans. As for the cheeses, you could also go with, instead of blue cheese, you use feta or goat cheese. And the greens, if you don't want to use spring greens or spinach, go for just romaine lettuce, okay? All of it is good. Just make it easy on yourself. Use what you like, what your family likes, and make it easy on yourself, all right? I hope you all have a fantastic week. I hope that you found this helpful. And I will see you next week for Whatcha Cooking Wednesday. Bye, everyone.